Nestled inside the historic grounds of Fort Knox, Lindsey Golf Course is not just any golf course. It's where precision meets patriotism and fairways throw through the rolling hills of Kentucky. Kyle Toomey is the general manager out here. It is a little bit windy over here.
It is. It's been that kind of year. All these storms we've had.
I know it, but you are still open, everyone to come out. But tell us a little bit of history about this course.
Yeah, so this is Lindsey Golf Course. It's actually named after General Lindsey, who designed this course. Another great historic fact about this: in 1934, we hosted the Kentucky State Champion and legendary golfer Byron Nelson actually won an event out here. So it's kind of pretty cool to know about this place.
Well, you don't have to be a golf legend to be here. I mean, anyone can come on out, and you really make it really accessible because this is the Army base. I mean, we're at Fort Knox, but really anyone can come out.
Yeah, exactly. So we are open to the public. You just have to get gate access. There is a new requirement now. You do need to have the real ID or a passport to get on. But there is something that we do pretty cool, just like the WHAS card, to where you could come here, get the comp greens fee, and just pay for the cart. We also offer, if you ask for a year-long pass, you present that to us, and we'll give you the same deal. Because that pass is good for a year. You don't have to go through that visitor center anymore, and it'll just be $18 your first time visit.
There you go. So you can golf all year round. So let's talk about the golf course itself. We're on hole 2.
Yes.
And there is something so special behind us.
Yeah, if you guys can see that, we got the gold vault right behind us on hole 2. It's been in the news quite a bit lately, but yeah, that's where supposedly all the gold is held, but the closest you can get to the gold vault is here on hole number 2 and number 3.
So cool. This is an 18-hole golf course. So what else did you kind of see? Those little nuggets of history all
Yeah, so this is 18 holes. There's obviously we have the historic gold vault right there. We also have my favorite hole, hole number 7, left-hand side, very historic cemetery over there. So, there's just a lot of history and a lot of things to do with the military right here. When you come through the gate, you see tanks when you're coming through. So it's a lot of cool Army stuff with this golf course.
For sure. And so any upcoming events that we should kind of be knowing about?
Yeah, so actually one big one I have coming up is July 19th. It's our CST Scramble. It's a Saturday, and the reason why that's a big one, during the summer, we actually host cadet summer training. So all the cadets across the country have to come here for their training during the summer, and we put together a huge scramble for them. So it's a great way to kind of support the Army community by coming out, participating in the CST Scramble. Who knows, you might see some pretty higher ups out there on the golf course, but it's a great event to participate in.
I think that hits on a really important point because when you golf here, you are supporting our troops.
Exactly, yeah. So when you do come here, what you're doing, you're supporting the Army, you're supporting the troops that are stationed here, because really what that's doing is we're putting everything back into the golf course, putting all the funds back into other things around here on post, just making sure that when these soldiers do have their downtime, which is very rare, they have something, a great golf course to come play and just kind of let loose when they're not under the stress of their job.
Yeah, I know. This is actually my 3rd time being on the course. I've seen so many veterans that are here, cadets that are in training. So it was really cool to see that camaraderie. I see them hanging out at the picnic tables afterwards. So that is a really cool experience. So if people are interested in getting in touch with you guys, booking that tee time, how can people do that?
Yeah, so there's a couple ways. You could go to just Google Fort Knox. It'll take you to our MWR page. It's a great way to get rates and times of our operations. Or, the best way, just call the shop, 502-624-2717. Talk to one of our great staff members in there, and they'll give you all the information about coming on, future events, prices, all that stuff. Rentals, we offer some great rental programs, so great way to get some information.
I know you also have some really fun giveaways on your Facebook page, so I feel like that's the best way to kind of stay connected too.
Exactly, yes, we do. I give out a bunch of information. I do a lot of giveaways, bags, putters, drivers. You'll see a lot of information on that, things that we're offering here. If you want to participate in that stuff, again, just call the shop and we'll give you all the information.
All right, Kyle, it is always so great to catch up with you. So get on out on the course. It is so beautiful, and of course to get a little bit of history along the way too. So if you're interested in learning more, just head over to their Facebook page to learn more.